For today's YouTube how-to video, we're going to be disassembling a 67 to 72 Chevy truck door. And I'll run you through the sequence of the best way to take it apart. And here's the tools you're going to need to do it. And we're going to get started. The first thing you need to do is get the handles off. And you need to have a tool like this is the best way to get the clips off of the door and window crank handle. Slide it in back here, pop the clip out, door handle will come off, window crank will come off. These are called Jesus clips. The reason they're called Jesus clips is when they fly off and you can't find it, you go, Jesus, where am I going to get another one of those? As you can see, this tool fits in the slot on the back side of the handle. Door handle next. See, there went the Jesus clip. Next, you do the armrest. Recommend this tip number 3, I'm sorry. Door armrest is off. Now for the number 2 screwdriver and these 4 screws at the bottom of the panel. Now I just put these on so they're not stuck, but quite often these are stuck and they're going to be a pain in the butt and you might have to drill them. You might have to destroy something and get them out. You might have to let them soak and put some heat on it, whatever your method. They're not always going to come out this easily, I can tell you right now. Slide your door panel down out of the retainer, set it off to the side out of the way. Now the next step, with the glass up, you got to get your window guide out, and here we go with a little sticky screw here. See, some of your higher end tools will have a hex on the shaft of the screwdriver that you can put a wrench on for extra leverage. Now over here is the screw that's most commonly stuck and hard to get off. Seems to get a little more rusty. This one luckily has been off at some point in time, so it's not giving me too much problems. Okay, now we have to go inside the door to get this window guide out. And it's in there pretty tight. If you have a speaker hole, it makes it nice as much as it sucks for the door. If not, you have to go through here. You got to pull it down out of the rubber window seal. If it's old and crusty, it's probably going to break. And the window guide will come right out with very little effort. Next step, window down. Now be careful to push the glass all the way forward because it'll hit the latch on the back. Now that there's no guide and it can chip your glass. Slide the glass all the way back as far as it'll go. Now we're going to pull the vent window out. These 2 screws right here hold the bottom of the window divider. That's part of, here we go with a sticky one. That is part of the vent window assembly. 2 screwdriver. There's 3 screws that hold the vent window assembly to the top of the door window frame. Get these out. They're usually not too big of an issue. One, two, three. Now, you've got to pry the felts and rubbers and the door halves apart a little bit and work this thing back just slightly, and then you can start coming up with it. Work it up like this. Now you're going to have to rotate it in there and work it on out. There it is. Now you can take the glass out. Now pay attention, and when I get the window glass out and the window regulator out, you'll see a little more of how this goes together and comes apart. You got to slide this forward and look inside this access hole, and you'll see a notch in the bottom of the window channel for the rollers to come out. You can't see it. So you just got to slide it until the glass comes out like that. Tilt the glass up, forward, slide it out. Now here's the notches I'm talking about for the window roller on the window regulator. And it's a little tricky the first couple times you do it. When I get the regulator out, you'll see a little bit more how it goes together. Now you can take the window regulator out. With these 4 screws right here, hold the window regulator in. Hold on to the window regulator here, and it'll pinch you, so be careful how you grab it. You work it out. You got to slide this arm back in the guide that's attached to the door. Down. See, it just pinched me. Work your window regulator out. Now these are the wheels that the bottom of your window glass guide goes in. So again, you can see a little more how it goes together. Next, we'll get the door handle, the door regulator out. These 3 screws here hold the door regulator in. You want to let it down, and then you can see the clip in here. It holds the rod. You gotta work this clip off of the rod. It's a little easier said than done sometimes. You can get the rod out of the clip and out of the door regulator. Okay, now we're going to do the door handle, the outer door handle. You can get to the door handle screws through these 2 access holes right here. You'll need a 7/16 socket and an extension. And you will want to take the outer door handle off before you take the door latch out, or it'll interfere and give you some problems. And sometimes if you loosen the door handle first, it'll bind up and turns into a little bit of a pain in the butt to get the whole thing out of there. So boom, there's your outer door handle off, those 2 screws there. Next, we're going to get the door lock out. And this one is a little bit funky with this little clip. You got to reach in here with a screwdriver or a pry bar, whack, and just wiggle the lock out of the hole, and there you go. You can can get your clip later. Before you take the latch out, you want to take the door lock knob off because it won't fit through the hole. And then we use this big dog screwdriver here to get the 3 screws. Well, this one's only got 2. And these can be a bear. Quite often they're stuck. I think we're getting lucky today. Yep, we are. So you pull these 3 screws out here. Should be another one there, but it's missing. And your latch is loose along with your door lock rod assembly. Slide it down and work it on out. Look at this stuff there. There you go. Now back to these little clips here. Hold the rod to the assemblies. There's a little lip right there. If you can get under it, work that clip out, and the rod will come out. And that's our lesson today on disassembling a 1967 to 72 Chevy truck door for C10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Thank you.